Here we go. Hi everyone, it is me, Sailor Mercury, Amy here, and today we're going to talk about alright, we're going to talk about are we well liked or not well liked on YouTube. Well, these days on YouTube, if there's going to be any kind of films that have Sailor Moon dolls in it, it's going to be plush. Whatever that French borrowed word, I don't know what the English word for it would be. But even then, they don't really seem to, only some of them seem to be well liked, and some of them do not. And yes, I have made a film many times talking about my belief of the Sailor Moon followership and these, ranks, or whatever you want to call them. Like I say, my belief is there are ranks. There are the gatherers who have a lot of gold and either buy every Sailor Moon doll from Amazon, eBay there ever was, buy stuff from other shops, but they don't play with them. They don't really do much with them. They just have them over their room. Some of them might get them and talk about them, but that's about it. A lot of them are more into giving their thoughts and their take on the show and stuff like that. And and all of them tend to be mates. Not all of them, but a lot of them tend to be YouTube mates of some kind. And they all seem to know each other. You know? And then there are the Costa players or the self players or whatever you want to call them. These show players who clothe themselves and play as a self that they are clothed as. And even though some folks out there, don't like to give them on look, I really think they should get on look because they put a lot of time into either buying the things or making the things themselves if they can't get the things they need. So there's a lot of on look when it goes and hard work when it goes into these folks. And they tend to be another rank of the Sailor Moon followership. And then underneath them are the ones who play with dolls, which we fall into and some other folks out there fall into. And the funny thing is that the higher ranks tend to not really talk that much. Don't really either say anything or have anything to do with or say anything about the show players who clothe themselves as the cells or the ones that play with dolls. It's almost if those two ranks are beneath the high rank. You know? And yes, we don't go, and to be earnest with you, it's just a thought and belief. As almost if the gatherers are the ones that everybody's going to take earnest, and almost if they're the ones that are the higher ranked, the true ones, the ones that everyone should be like, and they can't deal or want anything to do with the lower ones. You know? Now, if there's any truth to back it up, let me know, but they do tend to keep to themselves. You know? But at the end of the day, who truly cares? I don't truly care. If there are ranks to being in a followership, I don't really care. You know? So what if the gatherers so what if the gatherers don't care or want anything to do with the show players or anything to do with the doll players or whatever you want to call what what goes on here. I do have a thought and belief that some of them out there think they're too good for the other ones out there. Some of them they tend to blow their gal. That's the thing. Now the gatherers out there, they tend to blow their gallon on every Sailor Moon thing there is out there. And since they are YouTube mates or run some kind of business or whatever it is, they can afford to do it. And these are the ones that have every Sailor Moon thing that ever comes out. You know. But at the end of the day, it's like they don't really do anything with their stuff. They just get it and there it is. It's in this room somewhere. So it's kind of sad when they don't play with them. But then there are some out there who will only have their dolls only to give their thoughts on the dolls, and that's it. You know. Now, the funny thing is that it's not like there's a gatekeeper to the Sailor Moon followership. Like there are some folks who play as a gatekeeper to all the other followerships. At least there's not a gatekeeper. Someone who thinks that they have the right to tell you yes or no into being into a followership. Well, that was one thing that never happened. Even if all three of these ones tend to keep to themselves. And there is a lot of that. You know, they do tend to keep to themselves. But at least there's no gatekeeping. You know. So, I think that at the end of the day, a lot of onlook should be given to everyone in the followership. To folks like us who play with dolls and they like to say it as if it's a bad thing or something. And to the ones who show play or play as the selves that they're clothed as, there should be onlook there. And yes, the ones that have all the big gatherings and rooms of it, yes, I can know they should get onlook too. You know? But the thing is that they only seem to keep to themselves. Now you might say to yourself that tends to, you might say that's kind of sad. Now, if some of them think they're greater than others out there, then that is sad too. But that's all time I gotta talk about. The Sailor Moon followership, the ranks to it, and my thoughts and take on that, if there is any ranks to it. So anyway, it is what it is. I'm Sailor Mercury, Amy. Hope you like this film, and if you do, then follow us over here at Sailor Moon for Life. Or watch the last film we made yesterday over here with Tuxedo Mask. I'm Sailor Mercury, Amy. Hope you like this film. Bye.